Welcome to a brand new series in which we're going to try and get 50 plus kills on TDM with as many guns as possible in Battlefield 2042. And as you can see in this video, we're going to go straight away with the first one with a brand new SMG, the AC9. So stick around in this short 4-minute video where I talk about the pros and cons of the AC9, this brand new weapon, as well as the map which we are playing on and how you want to play on this map to be able to, of course, hit that high kill game, such as getting the 50 kill game like this one. And before we get into that, it's just safe to say that kills against bots in these gameplays I will deduct from the final kill tally at the end of the game. So it's safe to say that I have got 50 kills in each of these TDM games against human players. So the AC9, the brand new SMG added in Season 4. As you can see here in this gameplay, I actually did get the 50 kill game with the first round of using this gun. So the first time using this gun. And therefore you can see I'm not using any attachments at all, which is kind of shows how good this gun is. Of course there are impending nerfs coming in the latest update. However, it's only going to change the attributes. The attributes are going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be a little bit less effective overall, but I'm sure it's going to perform exactly the same. And any attachments which you would use, you would of course still use after the update which comes. So no attachments in this gameplay. However, a follow-up video will be coming soon after each of the 50 kill games, which will of course go over a quick gun guide showing what the best attachments are and why. But even in bare bones, with no attachments, it is already one of the best guns in the game, simply due to that incredibly high fire rate. It means you get a really good, fast time to kill, especially if you use the gun, of course, in close range, like it's meant to be used. And it is actually best used in 1v1 gunfights, more so than anything, because that incredibly high fire rate does make it hard to track moving targets. Because when you're in full auto and you're firing, of course, the stability of the gun gets worse. Therefore, when you are in a gunfight, of course, the other enemy is going to be standing pretty much still, aiming and shooting back at you. So, of course, in that scenario, you having the fastest time to kill gun, or one of the fastest time to kill guns in the game, then you're going to have a very high chance of winning every single gunfight and getting loads of kills. And lastly, the main negative with this gun, when you do hit that medium to long range engagements with enemies, the bullet velocity does lack a bit. Along, of course, with that high fire rate, it makes it really hard to track moving targets at medium to long range. And of course, therefore, you are less likely to win gunfights against slow fire rate weapons, which have that higher bullet velocity, because, of course, their bullets are going to hit you harder and hit you quicker. So you really do have to stick to the gun's strength of being close range, aggressive gameplay. Now moving on to the Spearhead map which I'm playing, and of course this gameplay in particular. How am I moving around the map? How am I finding so many kills? And of course, what is the main power position, if you like? If you've seen my Battlefield 5 videos where I always mention what that main power position is in the map, which is going to be kind of either central to the map or central to an area of high flow of enemies. This is actually quite a unique map in terms of course, its TDM layout, because all the enemies spawn on the outside of the building mainly, which is going to be, of course, the building is massive right in the center, and so all the enemies are spawning around the outside. And the spawns are constantly changing as and when your team pushes to whichever side. So the main power position, of course, for this map is going to be directly in the middle, smack bang in the center of the map. And you want to tap on your D-pad or just change your mini-map to enlarge it so that you can see where the empty areas of the map are, because that is most likely where the enemies, of course, are going to be spawning. And so you want to use the center of the map whenever you're not in gunfights and move towards the center of the map. And of course, as soon as you see that space on the mini-map open up, then you want to make a move towards there, because that's where the enemies, of course, are going to be spawning. And then you can get to the enemies before your teammates do, so that you can have all the kills for yourself. So that's been the AC9 50 kill TDM gameplay, and I will see you on the next video. Smash the like button if you can, and yeah, see ya.
Everything I touch turn cold. Need no introduction cause they know Brit and Mo. I hit the lotto, my motto. Roll up gelato and throttle a couple models staccato who fuck with